Hi, I'm Mason, and this is Cinema Rewind. We take a look at movies 5 years back and beyond. Today we're talking about the 1989 movie Batman, directed by Tim Burton, starring Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, and Kim Basinger. Loosely based off of the graphic novel The Killing Joke by Alan Moore, this film was one of the highest grossing movies in 1989, and one of the biggest marketing campaigns ever attempted at the time. It's a movie so hyped and controversial that a hastily cut trailer got standing ovations.
The plot.
The Dark Knight of Gotham City begins his war on crime with his first major enemy being the clownishly homicidal Joker. There's also a love interest slash reporter, Vicky Vale, and trusty butler, Alfred. If you've never seen a Batman movie, here's a basic synopsis.
My parents were murdered. Our butler, Alfred, took care of me. I learned martial arts and have gadgets that help me fight crime to avenge my parents. I dig bats. I dig ladies. I'm Batman.
The good stuff.
In the 80s, Michael Keaton was not the big deal serious actor.
In the 80s, Michael Keaton was not the big deal serious actor that he is now. When Tim Burton decided to cast him in the title role, there was a ridiculous amount of backlash from fans, executives, and the average moviegoer. So much so that the stock for Warner Brothers went down a little bit. Now with that context out of the way, Michael Keaton is the best Batman to ever grace the screen. He was a comedic actor in the beginning, and that really plays into his portrayal of this brooding millionaire with a knack for justice. He plays Batman with just a little bit of crazy, and it makes sense. The casting in general for this movie is spectacular. Although Jack Nicholson is not my favorite Joker, he plays him about right for this interpretation of Batman. The music by Danny Elfman is fantastic. The set pieces are cool, and the art direction won an Oscar.
The pitfalls.
Having Tim Burton direct this movie has its pros and cons. This era of Tim Burton's career included Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Beetlejuice, and Edward Scissorhands. That makes him the perfect director at this time to direct this movie, because it launched this gritty Batman thing that made films like The Dark Knight. But this movie is just really goofy for what it is. And don't get me wrong, but Prince has some really great music. But it's really out of place in this movie. There's a scene where the Joker vandalizes an entire art museum, and it's all set to this late 80s funk, and it just sticks out like a sore thumb. Slows down the pacing of the whole movie.
In conclusion,
a gritty reboot in the age of goofy 80s movies. This Batman film paved the way for the superhero movies we have now. I'm Mason, I like movies, and I'll see you next time on